Hello, welcome to Woodline Tracking. I hope you all are doing well and chasing after the Lord with all your heart. Today we're here at Woodline's range and want to talk a little bit about targets and training. And I do realize that some of you guys are restricted where you can shoot. You don't have your own range, or the ranges you go to restrict you, like from moving and shooting and drawing, doing all that stuff. All I can tell you is you should find ranges that'll let you do it, or train people that allow you to do it, because you need to get to that level if you're really preparing for a gunfight or 2A range, okay? More than just doing the basics. I get that. So I urge you to become and push yourselves. All right, here at Woodline, we try to keep everything very simple on our training, but practical, and keep on going up the ladder of performance. One of the things that you must have and use is a timer. A timer is great to put a little bit of pressure on the person, and also it tells you where you're at. And for competitions, that's how you can score it and all that. You can see if you're progressing, because you need something to base off of. So I urge you to spend the $100 to $200 and buy a good timer. Next thing is targets. One of the basic workhorse targets is the IPSC targets here. Okay, and you get the A zone, the C zone, A zone, and D zone. And one side's brown and one side's white. You don't shoot the white guys, what we say. But basically we use these as no shoots, as you can see here. And we do it, and we'll make it so if you hit a C, there's different time added to your time, and before you can score it. So it makes it quite fun. The next problem we run into after you get the basics done for the basics targets is we call hitting the wall. That's where you have a threat in front of you, and you just pull your gun out and you just shoot. You just point and shoot. And a lot of people can relate to that in real life, and hunters probably can relate to that in real life. And you just start shooting and you miss everything, or you just put a lot of rounds downrange. That's okay in big army tactics when they bring you more ammo and you're some foreign land, but as security or security force, you're responsible for every bullet that leaves your gun here in America. So that, and you don't want to hit and harm an innocent person. Imagine having that on your conscience. So the best way that we found to get over that is to try to get over that. It's going to take a lot of training, because what we came up with is like shooting cadence. You're going to shoot 2 to 5 shots, pause a second, take in information, what the target's doing, where your teammate's at, and if you need to shoot another 2 to 5 shot cadence, like bang, 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 it allows you to think and take in information. Also to process. Another thing that happens a lot is targets that give you different types of things in the guy's hand, so you can know if it's a threat. So you have to process that information. These are target in line. They're good targets, and you can change these targets out with different, there's probably a half a dozen or so different things you can tape or glue onto the target, and then there's a threat behind it. So you can make it what you want, and then have yourself or other people shoot at it, and they don't know where it's at. And you can use like a taser. You know, if you're within 15 yards or 10 yards or so, whatever you want, the taser is considered deadly or not, you know. So you can have good fun putting these targets up and seeing if you engage the target right and make your hits. Okay, next, for more of a rifle, that's more of a pistol, for more of a rifle thing, same manufacturer, we have guys in camouflage and a plate carrier. And basically, if you're going into a 4th gen or that type of environment, everybody's probably wearing camouflage. So you need to identify who's a threat and who's not. So we do it by the flags. Of course, you don't shoot the American flag, okay? You shoot all the other flags, and you could tell them only shoot the Indian flag guys. They're enemy, and everybody else is good. So you can move these around and make people think, students think, or yourself think of what target am I engaging. And again, you can score it. You can also take body armor on this target and make it that the body armor stops the bullet. You got it for the head or the groin area, okay? Or the, you know, so with a little bit of effort, you can make some good targets and have good fun and not break the bank doing it. And also you can tie in moving, using cover, reloads, all that kind of stuff is what we do here in our 4th Gen night program and our classes. So I urge you, for where we're going, just don't shoot at a static range. That is good, and just don't stop at the basics. Push yourself. Don't hit the wall. You just don't want to be pointing and shooting. Learn to shoot a good cadence and process information. Learn what is a threat and what's not a threat. What's in the guy's hand? What kind of flag the guy has on his uniform? So there you go. I hope you find this. I hope this makes you think. Remember, time may go on, but your life may not.